Hey guys, welcome to the first vlog. I have some really exciting news. We are officially 36 days out.
About a year ago, we asked the church to consider giving to AYDC because they needed water towers, and it was to help for the upstairs bathrooms, and this church has given and given and given, and we are a few $100s away from meeting our goal of $20,000. That is amazing. In the midst of, yes, absolutely, clap, clap, clap. In the midst of understanding that we don't take an offering, but in the midst of that, you guys have continued to give and give and give so generously that we are financially healthy, that the church voted a couple of weeks ago, we're going to be purchasing a piece of land just down the road this way on the other side of Academy so we can have a place that we call home. And it's because of the church's jointed effort. It's not just the team up here, but because of the church's jointed effort, there are 12 of us that are going to be able to go to Thailand again this year. We're going to be serving the children there and working with them on the English, in an English camp. And you know that when I went back last year, part of my heart was left there. And if I have anything to do with it, we will return there again and again and again. So this is not the last you're going to hear of AYDC.
Matthew 25:14 through 30. It's the parable of the talents. It says, "For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. And to one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to each according to his own ability. And immediately he went on a journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made another 5 talents. And likewise he who had received 2 gained 2 more. Also, but he who had received 1 went and dug in the ground and hid his Lord's money. After a long time the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. So he who had received 5 talents came and brought 5 other talents, saying, Lord, you delivered to me 5 talents. Look, I have gained 5 more talents besides them. And his Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Enter into the joy of your Lord. He also, who had received 2 talents, came and said, Lord, you delivered to me 2 talents. Look, I have gained 2 more talents besides them. His Lord said to him, Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I will make you ruler over many things. Bless you. Enter into the joy of your Lord. Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and I went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there, you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would have received back my own interest. So take the talent from him, and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. There will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Now Jesus was pretty direct here. He was pretty harsh, but I hope you heard the message, to use your talents. Pastor Kim challenged us with this a few weeks ago. These ladies and gentlemen before you are about to take their talents and to turn them into more. They're not going to bury them. They've each been gifted according to their own ability. They are all going to be the hands and face of Christ to our brothers and sisters on the other side of the world. Right now it's about 12:20 a.m., just after midnight on Monday morning. Later today, the AYDC children will go about their daily chores and school assignments. They are probably aware of the team coming to visit them, but I'm sure they're not aware of how much they're going to learn and how much they're going to teach our team next month. If you know me, you know I researched the word commission, as this is a commissioning service. I suspected commission was like a mission together, a co-mission. And I was already working up comments on how us staying in the States were partnering with you going on your trip. However, commission comes from the word commit, which means to give trust or to give a charge. And this makes sense. We, Sanger Faith Community Church, commission you to go into the nations and to preach and to teach and equip. But I just couldn't leave it. I researched the word commit as well. It comes from the Latin prefix cum, which is together or in association, and mittere, which is Latin to send or to give over. So I got my wish. This mission trip is that you are about to go on. We will be with you. We're in association with you, right? Amen. We will be praying for you. We will be thinking of you and communicating with you, and we will be missing you. As you get to see another corner of the world, a corner that God knows just as well as Sanger. Amen. We know God will bless you. We know God will keep you. And we know His will be done. And we know He'll protect you. Please also know that you're not only going because you fundraised and got some time off of work. You are going because God chose you for this trip at this time. I know His will is miraculous and mysterious. His will is scary, it's wonderful, and it's confusing. God has ordained each of you. He has given each of you talents. He expects you to use them, and we trust that you will. Congregation, will you commit to pray for our team daily? Will you commit to say a little prayer for them every single time you think of them? They need to hear you. Yes. There's some schedules on the...
Welcome to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching our commissioning service. Now, as this is a co-mission, I would encourage you to subscribe and stay tuned, as I'll be posting videos throughout the mission trip as well as the upcoming weeks, just so you guys can stay tuned of God's work and what we're doing in partnership with the Yaka Youth Development Center over in Thailand for our Love One English Camp 2018. Stay tuned, guys.